Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. And we can only hope that it matches the hype. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Cavaliers will kick this away to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Tigers offense has the football first here today. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
A change of direction.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hand.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, and it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Clemson Tigers offense gets their first crack now. We've got some interesting matchups here today, Kirk. Each quarterback is going to have to account for an elite free safety on the other side.
Well, Chris, I think this is the game within the game, to be honest. These 2 free safeties are great at operating and just roaming in coverage. It's going to be interesting to see how these 2 move around on the chessboard of this game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Give it to the back again. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. And the Cavaliers will have 1st and 10 here. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Cavaliers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Back in motion now. They finally corral him at the 1.
One thing about the college game, everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia.
Ah, the hammer. 2nd down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. The coverage team able to bring him down. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Testing the right side here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Steps out of bounds now after the pick. A turnover to end this 1st quarter. So far, it's Virginia on top, Kurt. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his second pick today. Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The big fullback's got it here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of the game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looking for his back. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And the Cavaliers are in the red zone. Hands off to the fullback. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. And it's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. They're able to get him down. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. The offense will have the punt for the first time this afternoon. See if he can make something happen with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes a spectacular diving catch. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Incompletion sets up a second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. When the tackle is made, the defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You just got to give the offense some credit here. Yeah, it's going to be fourth down, but at least they've given themselves a chance here with such positive yards on that third down play. Now they've got to make a decision.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll run it to the left. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on a comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught quickly. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Cavaliers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Cavaliers will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They test the middle there, but yet nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
And tackled there by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, What a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. The shotgun handoff here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Tailback takes the handoff again. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. They're going to run it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been a disaster. Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the right side.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Quarterback drops back. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Virginia.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 40. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. And the Cavaliers with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's looking to scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage. It pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
1st down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And this is going to be caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.